Have you ever wondered how doctors can tell your heart is in trouble sometimes before you even realize it yourself? Heart failure often sneaks up with subtle warning signs, and most people miss them until things get serious. But the truth is, experienced doctors can spot these hidden clues long before the situation becomes critical. If you are in your 60s, 70s, or 80s and want to protect your health, knowing what to look for could make all the difference. In this video, we are revealing the 6 hidden signs doctors watch for that can signal your heart is starting to fail. These are not just the obvious symptoms you see on television, like crushing chest pain or sudden collapse, but subtle everyday changes that might seem harmless at first. Learning to recognize these signs could help you or a loved one seek help sooner, catch heart problems early, and enjoy a longer, more active life. Stick with me until the end, because this knowledge could be the key to safeguarding your heart and your future. Whether you are already watching your health closely or just want to feel more confident about the years ahead, these 6 signs are the warning lights every senior needs to know. Let's get started. Sign 1. Unexpected swelling in the feet and ankles. One of the first things that tips off a doctor to possible heart trouble is swelling in your feet, ankles, or lower legs. This might not sound dramatic, but it is one of the earliest and most telling signs that your heart is not pumping as strongly as it should. Fluid builds up because the heart struggles to keep blood moving efficiently, causing it to collect in the tissues farthest from your chest, usually your lower body. If you notice your socks leaving deeper marks than usual, shoes feeling tight, or a heavy sensation in your legs, these are all reasons to pay attention. For many people, this swelling comes on so gradually that it is easy to chalk up to standing too long or a salty meal. My friend Harold, who is 78 and lives in Indiana, first noticed it when he started having trouble putting on his favorite pair of slippers. At first he thought it was just a sign of getting older or gaining a few pounds. But when the swelling got worse, and he felt more tired than usual, his doctor recognized it as an early warning sign of heart failure. Harold was surprised. It did not hurt and it did not stop him from getting around. But that swelling was his body's quiet plea for help. Doctors know that persistent swelling, especially when paired with other symptoms, can be a signal that the heart's pumping power is declining. This is why your doctor will often check your ankles and feet at every appointment. While many things can cause swelling, the kind linked to heart failure usually sticks around, gets worse as the day goes on, and does not go away overnight. It is not just about appearance either. The swelling can lead to discomfort, heaviness, and even trouble walking if left unchecked. Most importantly, it is your body's way of sounding the alarm before things get dangerous. Early detection means there is a better chance to manage the problem, adjust medications, and prevent further damage to your heart. If you notice swelling in your legs or feet that is new, persistent, or unexplained, do not ignore it. Let your doctor know right away. It could be your first clue that your heart needs some extra care and attention. A message you do not want to miss. Sign 2. Sudden weight gain over a few days. Another red flag doctors look for is a noticeable increase in weight over just a few days, often 3 lbs or more within a week. This kind of weight gain does not come from indulging in too many desserts or skipping your daily walk. Instead, it is a sign that your body is holding on to fluid, which happens when your heart can no longer keep up with the demand. Extra fluid sneaks into your tissues and even your organs, making the numbers on the scale jump up quickly and without clear explanation. Let me share the story of my friend Ruth, who is 80 and lives in Ohio. Ruth had always prided herself on maintaining a steady weight. She weighed herself every morning just to keep tabs on things. One week, she was startled to see her weight shoot up by 5 lbs, even though her clothes still fit, and she had not changed her eating habits. At first, she thought her scale was broken, but her doctor explained that this sudden gain was a sign her heart was not moving fluid the way it should. Doctors often ask people with heart concerns to keep a daily log of their weight because these quick changes can provide a critical early warning. It is not always obvious. Sometimes there are no other symptoms yet, and you might feel fine otherwise, but your scale can tell the truth even when your body feels normal. Sudden weight gain from fluid overload is a classic hidden sign of heart failure. Why is this so important? Catching fluid buildup early allows your doctor to adjust medications, tweak your diet, and help prevent a trip to the hospital. Ignoring it could lead to serious problems like trouble breathing or swelling that becomes severe. The good news is, with regular monitoring, you can be the first line of defense for your own heart. If you see your weight jump up by a few pounds in a short period of time, and you cannot explain it with food or exercise changes, let your healthcare provider know right away. Do not just chalk it up to aging or water retention from a salty meal. The simple habit of checking your weight can be a lifesaver. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Sign 3, worsening shortness of breath, especially at night. Shortness of breath is something most folks expect to feel after a long walk or a day spent gardening. But when your heart is struggling, this symptom often shows up in surprising ways. One of the key clues doctors watch for is breathlessness that gets worse when you are lying down or trying to sleep. This is not just a sign of getting older or being out of shape. It is your heart's way of saying it cannot keep up, especially when you are at rest. Let me tell you about my friend Walter, who is 76 and lives in Virginia. Walter never had breathing trouble when he was younger, but lately he found himself propping up more pillows at night because he felt smothered when lying flat. He even woke up gasping for air, needing to sit up just to catch his breath. Walter shrugged it off at first, blaming allergies or an open window. But his doctor recognized this classic pattern as a warning sign that his heart was not moving blood and fluid as efficiently as before. This type of shortness of breath, called orthopnea by medical professionals, is often caused by fluid backing up into the lungs. During the day, gravity keeps some of that fluid away, but when you lie down, it redistributes and makes breathing harder. Some people notice they need to sleep in a chair or with several pillows just to make it through the night. Others might notice they become winded after only minor exertion, like walking across the room or getting dressed in the morning. Doctors take this sign very seriously, especially when it is a new change or gets worse over time. It is often one of the first things that prompts a heart evaluation. If you notice yourself reaching for extra pillows, waking up short of breath, or feeling winded by tasks that never bothered you before, it is time to listen to your body. Ignoring this symptom can lead to dangerous fluid buildup in the lungs, lower oxygen levels, and a greater risk of hospitalization. On the other hand, addressing it early gives your doctor a chance to adjust medications, recommend lifestyle changes, or investigate further. Your heart and lungs are partners. When one struggles, the other feels the strain. Remember, breathlessness that is out of proportion to your activity, especially if it wakes you at night or requires you to change how you sleep, is not normal. It is your heart's way of asking for help. The sooner you pay attention to this signal, the better chance you have to keep living life on your terms. Sign 4. Sudden fatigue and weakness with everyday activities. Another sign that can tip off doctors to heart failure is a sudden, persistent fatigue that does not go away with a good night's sleep. You might find yourself running out of energy doing things you used to handle with ease. Simple chores like folding laundry, walking to the mailbox, or cooking dinner leave you feeling drained. It is not just tiredness from staying up late or a busy week. This is a deep, unshakable exhaustion that lingers, sometimes even after resting. Let me share the story of my friend Beverly, who is 82 and lives in Florida. Beverly always took pride in keeping an active house and loved spending time in her garden. Over a few weeks, she noticed she could not keep up. Watering her flowers felt like a marathon, and making her bed left her breathless and shaky. Her family thought she was just having a few off days. But when she told her doctor about this new fatigue, it led to tests that revealed her heart was not delivering enough oxygen and nutrients to her muscles and organs. Doctors know that when your heart begins to weaken, less oxygen-rich blood reaches the rest of your body. The result is a kind of tiredness that sleep cannot fix, and pushing through often makes it worse. This is not about getting older or losing motivation. It's about your heart struggling to do its job, leaving your body starved for the fuel it needs to function. Fatigue from heart failure is often joined by other symptoms: shortness of breath, trouble concentrating, or feeling lightheaded when you stand up. What sets it apart is the way it interrupts your daily life, making ordinary routines feel like insurmountable obstacles. Beverly described it as if her battery would not recharge, no matter how much she rested. If you notice a sudden or ongoing lack of energy, especially when paired with other changes like swelling or breathlessness, it is important to mention this to your doctor. Early recognition allows for quicker treatment, better outcomes, and a chance to keep doing the things you love for as long as possible. Fatigue is your body's way of asking for help. Do not ignore its call. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Sign 5, persistent cough or wheezing that will not go away. A cough that will not leave you alone, especially one that brings up white or pink-tinged mucus, is another sign doctors look for when they suspect heart trouble. Many people brush off a nagging cough, blaming it on allergies, a cold, or even dry air in the house. But when your heart starts to fail, fluid can back up into your lungs, leading to a persistent cough or a wheezing sound when you breathe. This is not just a seasonal annoyance. It can be a subtle but important clue that something is wrong beneath the surface. Consider the experience of my friend Irene, who was 79 and lives in Missouri. Irene was always healthy, so when she started coughing every day and struggling with a tickle in her chest, she thought it was just her asthma acting up. She tried over-the-counter medicines and even changed her bedding, but nothing helped. It was only when she noticed her ankles swelling and began feeling short of breath that her doctor put the pieces together. Her cough was not coming from her lungs alone, but from her heart's inability to keep up. Doctors call this a cardiac cough. It is usually worse when you are lying down or after you have been active. The cough may sound dry or produce a frothy, sometimes pink-tinged mucus, a sign that tiny blood vessels in your lungs are leaking fluid. You might also notice a crackling sound when you take a deep breath, or a sense that you cannot quite get enough air. Ignoring this cough is a mistake. While many coughs are harmless, a persistent cough that sticks around gets worse when lying down, or is joined by swelling and breathlessness, needs a doctor's attention right away. When the cause is heart failure, treating the heart, not just the cough, can bring relief and prevent more serious problems. If you have a cough that just will not go away, especially if it comes with other warning signs, listen to your body and do not dismiss it as a minor irritation. Your heart and lungs are working together every second, and changes in one often affect the other. Early intervention can mean the difference between a quick recovery and a serious setback. Remember, your body speaks to you in many ways. Sometimes a cough is more than a cough. It is a signal from your heart that it needs help. Pay attention, trust your instincts, and do not hesitate to seek answers if something feels off. Your well-being is worth it. Sign 6, loss of appetite and unexplained nausea. One of the most surprising and easily overlooked signs of heart failure is a sudden loss of appetite or feeling full after just a few bites of food. Many people think changes in appetite are simply part of getting older or the result of stress. But doctors know that when the heart starts to struggle, it can affect nearly every part of your body, including your stomach and digestive system. Let me tell you about my friend Gerald, who is 80 and lives in Texas. Gerald loved sharing big Sunday breakfast with his family, but he started noticing he just was not hungry anymore. Even his favorite meals felt like a chore, and he would feel nauseated or bloated after only a small amount. His family thought it was just age catching up, but his doctor recognized these changes as a subtle warning that his heart was failing to deliver enough blood to his digestive organs. As fluid built up in his abdomen, his stomach felt cramped, and nausea became an almost daily companion. This loss of appetite is not about willpower or a change in taste. When the heart cannot keep up, blood flow to your stomach, and intestines is reduced, making digestion sluggish. Fluid build-up can also create pressure, leading to feelings of fullness, queasiness, or even vomiting. Sometimes you might notice unexpected weight loss, a lack of interest in food, or a general sense that eating has become unpleasant. Doctors take this symptom seriously, especially when it appears alongside others like swelling, cough, or shortness of breath. It is a hidden but powerful clue that the heart is not keeping up with the needs of your body. If you or a loved one notice meals being skipped, pants getting looser without trying, or nausea without a clear reason, it is time to talk to your healthcare provider. Ignoring these signs can lead to poor nutrition, muscle loss, and a spiral of declining health. But catching them early means you can get help. Sometimes just a change in medication, a tweak to your diet, or closer monitoring makes all the difference. Eating is about more than just calories. It is about fueling your body for strength, healing, and joy in daily living. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. As we wrap up these 6 hidden signs that doctors look for when they suspect your heart may be failing, I want you to remember that knowledge is one of the most powerful tools you have. Recognizing these warning lights early could make all the difference for your health, your independence, and your peace of mind. Every symptom we discussed today may seem small or easy to explain away, but together they can tell a much bigger story about what is happening inside your body. Do not be afraid to speak up for yourself or for a loved one if something feels different. Trust your instincts, keep track of changes, and do not hesitate to ask questions at your next appointment. Doctors depend on what you share with them, and you are your own best advocate, whether it is swelling, shortness of breath, fatigue, a lingering cough, sudden weight gain, or loss of appetite. None of these are just part of getting older if they are new, unexplained, or getting worse. Take these signs seriously, but do not let them scare you. Instead, let them inspire you to be proactive, to stay informed, and to partner with your healthcare team in caring for your heart. There is strength and knowledge and courage in facing these realities head-on. The more you know, the more you can do to protect yourself and enjoy the days ahead. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.